Hey everybody, welcome to episode 3, yes 3 of the Toku News Network podcast. As always, I am your most gracious host Kyle, along with
Alex
and
Nick.
Yeah, gang's all here. Okay, great. So, let's start. Because I'm so here for this. This week was amazing. I love it. Ninninger. We got the nice little cameo with Dino Charge Blue, Yoshi Sudarso. Fantastic. Love him. He's great. And Jiraiya, the super old ninja comes.
The global ninja.
The global ninja teaches the Niningers how to be ninjas that rampage. I mean,
it's kind of their thing.
Yeah. That really, I mean, I did like the episode. I like all the cameos that they're doing.
Yeah.
It's a little Gokaiger-esque, and I'm feeling it.
I'm gonna love it when they bring in Magiello.
Yes, so Magiello has been teased for. Is it next week or the week after?
No, because next week is when we see we finally get to see Star yokai-ifying.
Yes. Okay. So
after like a dozen episodes.
Yeah. It's the week after that then. Okay, so we'll see Magiello in a couple weeks, but for now we've got.
I honestly when I saw that Yakumo could do magic, I'm like there's literally a magic team sent.
And I was thinking that too after.
I was like, this is a perfect chance if they can't bring at least one of them back to be like, oh yeah, I was his magic teacher in England at fucking Hogwarts. Like, come on.
Yeah.
There was a chance they didn't take. I would have been upset.
Yeah, I was wondering too when they first introduced that Yakun knew magic. What is that going to entail? What does he do? Is it going to be like canon within the universe and with the Magi Rangers? Because the Magi Rangers use their phones, the Magi phones, to do the magic, but he's got a wand and he doesn't say any of the same sort of magic spells that the Magi Rangers did. So like what? But it's nice to know that it's all going to work together.
It's one of those things where magic is like it's individual to the school of teaching and maybe also like the person.
Yeah.
Because I know the Magi Rangers, to use their spells, they had to literally like punch in the code on the phone and say Magi,
shit like that.
You fucking nerd.
Yeah, I am.
Okay, we love you.
There was some stupid committee that was trying to get them to stop being the ninjas. And, they weren't evil. They were just,
They were stupid old people.
They were stupid, and they wanted Jiraiya to be the commissioner, and obviously at the end he was, because that's how things go in these shows. It's all very predictable. Overall, I like this episode. I did. It was a good, nice episode. Good son of a bitch.
What's not coming to you, is it? Episode?
Yeah, it's no. Cameos.
There we go.
Thank you. So yeah, really good episode, good cameos, and it's nice. It wasn't. They finally started to get away from the Takaharu show. Like he's still Red. He's still a major player. We still know that he's gonna be the last ninja, but it's not all about him, which is nice. Also, going along with the cameos and with Yoshi coming in, he had a very, very teeny tiny part in the very beginning of the episode, but it was still.
He was there 5 seconds, he was just being strangled, yelling, "Somebody help me!"
Yeah.
Yakumo runs in, saves him, and he's like, "Go away!" And he's like, "Thank you."
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
And it was
still very nice.
Blue saving Blue, and he was wearing some blue, so it was a nice little tie in there. Overall, good episode, I felt.
I did like that they put in the Jiraiya music into the episode.
Yes, and changing the opening. I like how they're changing the opening every time they have a cameo like that. They're doing something different, and
I'm gonna love seeing the one when they do. Hopefully, if they do that.
If they do Magiello,
yes.
Yeah. Why Magiello? We'll get into that in the episode where he actually comes up. I just want to I want to think on that for a minute.
Maybe
Why
one of those-
Maji yellow,
Maybe one of those things where, like, they try to get
Maji red or blue
red
or
or
whatever,
blue or
but
something, but
couldn't
either
get
red because
nobody
he was the
else.
leader, or blue because they're the same color.
Yeah.
But then they were both like, "Oh, I'm busy working on something else," and then yellow was just like, "I can do it." Who knows?
Yeah.
Like, but either way, it's still gonna be nice to have them see, like, oh, we're gonna bring in another Sentai, have them do their thing, because the episode with Hurricane Red and Ninja Red I loved it. Like,
Yeah.
having them in there. And by the way, I'm gonna be a perfect for a second, but like, Ninja Red did not age at all, apparently, because I saw a video of him when the series was going on, and I'm just like, he didn't age at all, and I'm just like, he's still somehow hot.
Yeah, he
like
doesn't.
50 something.
He
thanks.
these people don't age. They are literally just immortal. They are always as like, because if you look at
The guy who does Go Red.
Aka Ranger,
Aka Ranger, fine.
the first red.
He does not look that old. He's like from the fucking 60s.
Yeah,
like.
he looks about as old as he did when he first started this, and he was in like his 30s when he started.
He's like in his 60s and 70s now.
Yeah, he was. I mean, he was a little bit older when he started this, and he still like looks about the same.
Yeah.
Which is cool.
Yeah.
It's Sentai magic.
Sentai magic.
It makes you immortal.
Yay, immortality.
Now on to Ghost. The third episode, Robin Hood. We see that him actually using the Condor phone, the Condor Den War. So phone, Condor, and then
It rhymed. I loved it.
a giant bow and arrow.
I'm gonna say one thing. The way they configured it, I guess, I didn't
Mhm.
really like it that much because it felt like overly bulky and big to be just a bow and arrow. If maybe they had turned it sideways so it was more folded underneath from the bottom, it's crossbow, that would have been more befitting to the immense size of it. But
I really like it actually.
I do too. It's just like I said, to call it just a bow and arrow, it really is kind of too bulky for that.
I like the weight and the heft of it. I like that how it works.
He
I
holds
feel like-
one arm when he's
yeah.
not firing. He holds the actual handle of the gun sword.
Yeah.
Holds the string, the drawstring, and
Which is just a stream of energy.
stream of energy.
So yeah, they start off the episode with the Ghost search team is starting up their detective agency, and so Takaru goes off to search on his own, and Akari goes off to work in the lab and figure some things out. And who's the other guy?
I can't memorize his name. It's like Onari, something like that.
Something like
Monk
that.
It begins with an O, and yes,
Monk
Mr.
Man
Monk.
goes and does his thing with searching on what's going on.
It was nice to finally see a Ganma, not I guess working with a person, but like influencing it, because in a lot of series the monsters directly influence a person that they're tied to, like the Yummies. A lot of them influence the greed of certain people, like the ones that Mezul made directly influence the person's greed to make them greedier, so on and so forth. So it was nice to see that the Ganma aren't just their own kind of thing. They do influence the people directly, and it is a little scary.
They did that last time with the electric guy.
I mean, the guy was just more like, zapping him and inspiring him and kind of just pushing him towards it, but this was like direct malicious intent. Like,
Yeah.
this was like, I'm using you as a means to an end, which will kill you, obviously, in the end.
Yeah.
But I don't care about that. I want the ghost hoodie, which, by the way, the design for Robin is amazing.
Yeah.
It was very
A little feather up on top.
It was
and
very
everything.
short-lived because they kind of moved around kind of quickly, but the feather on the top was a very nice detail.
Mm-hmm. So we go through the episode. Takaru, interviews the reporter for some reason.
I mean, she's the one who did the report. She's the one who called Little John a modern-day Robin Hood, which is because it's Little John.
And then she turns out to be Little John, which who didn't see that coming?
Blind people?
What?
Blind people?
Blind people. The Ganma is, trying to... And we learn in this episode that Ganma can create their own icons by getting people to sort of be evil and corrupt them, and they die.
Sort of force the... Because remember, Gramps said that you needed 3 things to get an icon. You needed an item related to the person. You needed a person with strong feelings for it, and what was the third thing?
I don't remember.
But yeah, and this was sort of like
You need to draw the seal. I think was the last one. Yeah.
And then this was one of those things where, like, instead of just having the person feel strongly for it, like Takaru did for Musashi and the guy did for Edison, he was forcing her to resonate with the feelings of Robin Hood, which I guess is a darker way of doing it.
Just a little. And so he goes through and defeats the... Oh, that came off of the... there's a piece of a mini plot sitting on the floor, and it came off of the Safari Russia. Anyways, Akari finds a way to see the ghosts.
And I told you this. It's going to happen one of two ways. She's either going to... last episode admit, like, shit, I got to deal... There's no way around it. Ghosts exist. It fucking happens.
Yeah.
Or, like, the very first 5 episodes, she's going to find a way to make them visible. She's like, I don't want to believe it, but it's happening. And then she actually says that, quote, word for word, basically.
Almost verbatim, yeah.
Yeah. She's like, it's happening. I can see it. But I wish I couldn't see it.
I thought that it was going to take a lot longer, but we are only in episode 3, and already she's just like, fine, alright, great, ghosts, let's do this.
Let's just keep going with it.
Which,
let's roll with this.
At the end of the episode, she comes in holding the Condor phone, and I can see her being so smart, I can see her for the rest of the series creating the new, the ghost
I still think,
things.
I think it's still going to be Gramps mostly, but I think he's going to be like, well, you're smart. Here's the materials. Here's the schematics.
Kind of like how Philip did.
Yeah, kind of how Philip finished the Denden sensor and the frog pod. It was like, you know what? Here's the parts. Here's the schematics. Do your thing.
And how Gramps did with the end of the potion to make ghosts visible.
Yeah, he's kind of like, I can't help it. It's a cute girl.
Yeah.
Drops a little vial of what she needs.
She took a leaf blower and
hooked it up to a little
hooked it up with a thing, and it had googly eyes.
That was the best part. She was like, I'm just gonna make a container. I'm gonna make it with googly eyes, so
googly
it's cute.
Eyes. Googly eyes.
It's like she's smart, but she's also kawaii. So like,
she is really cute.
So yeah, fun episode. I did like Robin Hood. It looks like Akari and Onari are not gonna be just these sort of secondary people. They're gonna be like main characters who do things, because like Akari came in and created the thing so they could see the Ganma and Ghost. They finally saw him transform.
And now she's go invisible.
She's like, it's nothing like I thought it would be.
Yeah.
And then Onari saw the weakness of the Ganma, where he was throwing axes.
It's nice to see that they're not just going to be like in the way, sort of. They're going to be useful. They're going to be
helpful.
Amazing,
they're going to be kind of Ankh-ish.
Ankh-ish. I mean, Ankh was kind of a dick, but
Ankh was kind of a dick, but he also did help.
He did help a lot
in fights. So I think we're going to see some of that. It's going to be good. Going forward, it should be fun. Next week is going to be. Not the premiere of
Spectre.
We'll premiere Spectre. We did see him at the very end, but just like his torso with him holding the Cobra.
The mobile Cobra, yes. Which
next,
by the way, I'm not gonna lie. The two things. One, the gadgets are really amazing. Like the Condor phone, we've seen the back clock as well, and we've seen the mobile Cobra. I love them. They've got amazing designs. They're super cute. I want them to be real things, and I want to have my own mobile Cobra phone. I want that to be a thing.
I am here for the Kumo lantern, the spider lantern. I don't know. I want to go out into the woods holding a lantern and then find something creepy, and it just turns into a spider. And it's like, go be creepier than the thing.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, sounds about right. So yeah, and so we're gonna see Spectre first. We're gonna see Edison. Not Edison, Newton. But it won't be the real premiere of Newton, because Newton already came in the Drive movie.
And I think they're gonna. I read that they're gonna try to keep it consistent in canon. So I think we're gonna not see him really get the icon, because he's already gotten it from Drive and all that. But I think we're gonna see him finally transform with it and just be like, it's gonna be one of those things where like after a movie. Like it's,
I mean, but that movie was supposed to have taken place in the future, or at least part of it. So like.
What movie are you talking about?
The surprise future.
No, I mean like any other movie. It's like like episode 12, episode 13. It's like this
In
movie
between
happened
there,
right between
yeah.
these 2 episodes, just so you know.
Okay.
Like things like that.
Yeah.
But one thing I do want to say is that I want to know how Spectre got his ghost icon if he's still alive.
What if he's not alive?
No, we know he's alive.
Okay, but what if he's not alive?
There are only 2 things I know.
We'll see.
1, he's alive from the press conference, and 2, he calls his self-icon brother. And we know that his...
I did see that too, and that's really weird.
But go down a little bit, because you can see how his motif kind of has like what is it? The hospital equipment, beep boop, heart monitor. There we go. Lines. Like, what if the self soul of his Spectre Damashi is his brother who's in a coma or something like that?
Or dead.
It would. Oh, please don't go there, please.
Too late. Already won it. Open the worms. Dead brother.
It would also make sense as to why he has 2 horns, because it's technically 2 people's souls, not just one.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm grasping at straws at this point, but maybe I'm getting lucky. Who knows?
I do like that they use the same driver. They're not gonna
have a special driver for him.
Yeah, I feel like every time they do a different driver, it's really just go buy another thing. But like this already, you can do all the things with it. They're already gonna do that with the 3rd rider.
Yeah.
What's his face? Necrom. So
It is pretty cool though, and it's it kind of reminds me of.
And that way you can role play different things and not have to have different toys besides the icons. But the icons are so much cheaper than the driver.
Yeah. I really love the design for Spectre. It's so nice.
Yeah, it is actually pretty cool.
I mean,
it's a little demonic.
If you make a character blue, I'm gonna love him automatically. Like, that's all it takes. If you make them blue, you're gonna jump me straight ahead into liking them pretty good. So.
I have the same thing for red, which is why I loved Drive and Type Trideron, just immediately, automatically.
Honestly, red's my least favorite color, but I did love Speed, and I did love Trideron. So.
Red is my most favorite color because of Power Rangers.
You fucking nerd.
Not even joking.
I'm just going with, I really like black. All the black.
Yeah. So one thing before we move on is at the very end of the episode, the 2 helper guys to Onari, I don't think they have names. I don't know what they are. They don't matter.
They only flashed across the screen in the episode 1 for like 2 seconds, and we didn't see them in episode 2 at all.
They don't matter. They do. Narita?
It might be them. Narita and Shibuya? Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Narita and Shibuya. Okay. So these 2 guys, Narita and Shibuya, his Onari's sort of lackeys.
They work under him in the monastery.
Yeah, come in at the very end of the episode shouting, "We found something, we found something." They open up the notebook and there's a drawing of the old guy that's been in these past episodes, who's been, sort of...
The creepy old one with the hot guy?
The creepy old guy.
With the hot guy.
With the hot guy. But they only drew the creepy old guy with the briefcase. So... Next episode, we might learn some more things about this mysterious man.
We might finally get some more insight into the bad guys, because so far all we know is that he's constantly making Ganma, pulling them out of their dimension.
Mm-hmm.
And then...
Yeah, we don't even know his name yet. He's just known as Mysterious Man. So yeah, hopefully we'll see some exposition about him. Even just a little bit would be nice to know.
I do love that they have Ghost Driver in the cast, and it just says voices.
Voiced by MCAT, who is the microphone controller Akio Togashi, a singer in Japan, who also performed one of the songs of Faiz. So yeah, the Ghost Driver is a... But I mean, so was the Drive Driver.
Oh yeah.
The Drive Driver was especially a character.
Because it talked.
Because he was a person.
It was sentient.
Yeah. Okay. So that's all we got now for Nick's stuff. Hey Nick, tell us some things. What do you think so far? Okay, so you've watched through 3. We've watched episode 12 now of Ninninger.
You are so far behind.
I know.
You are so far behind.
I was sick this week. Like 5 days of just straight bed rest.
We all were.
I was not.
You were sick before.
Huh?
You were sick last week, weren't you?
I was.
So yeah.
Jody's here, but she's not feeling well either, so I'm not going to make her talk.
My tooth hurts.
Her tooth hurts.
So yeah, Ninninger is decent. I still hate the intro song with a passion. Murder it. But yeah, episode 12, fucking Fusion, which was awesome.
King Shurikenjin.
Yeah, I like it. It's pretty cool. And then the red guy's enemy, whose name I also don't know.
Gabi Raizo.
Yeah, he finally got defeated, so that was kind of fun to watch. I was kind of sad. I was hoping that would keep going and escalate, and then eventually end up in a giant battle, because that happens all the time.
When I first watched it, I thought that same thing too. I thought it would go on for at least another couple more episodes, but he ended it real quick.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, we think about like Hyoemon and how much he's been key to kind of moving the plot along. If they had Gabi Rise around too long, it'd be like, oh, he's the main.
Also, at the end of the most recent Ninja, we see that Hyoemon comes back.
Gross.
Yeah.
Oh.
Hyoemon comes back to make Kinji
a full yokai.
A full yokai. What's nice is I did see spoilers for this. What's gonna happen is he's gonna accept the yokai into him. He's gonna get this yokai sword. He's gonna get this redemption. He's gonna come back from being a yokai, and the sword is gonna transform into his sort of final upgrade. So Kinji is gonna get an upgrade, and it looks pretty good. It's not really anything big. It's just like
a recolored version.
He
of
gets a
Ichiban.
poncho. That's really all that happens.
Dude, I have a poncho. I love
Yeah.
ponchos. They're comfortable.
Well,
I did love how they ended it with Nagi saying, "Believe in the me that believes in Kinji," and I'm just like, "Thank you, Gurren Lagann reference."
Gurren
Yes.
Lagann.
So just so dumb, but so great.
Ponchos are great. Don't diss ponchos.
I don't feel like that's an upgrade. I feel like that's a little bit of a downgrade to just get a poncho. Whatever.
You have not seen me in my poncho, then.
I have not seen you in a poncho. That is correct.
Now we want to see you in a poncho.
Bet you look damn good in a poncho.
I have a selfie actually of me in a poncho, so let's try to find that later.
But yeah, Ghost. Ghost is great. I love Ghost. I love Ghost so much.
You just have to watch all the other Kamen Riders.
Okay.
Make
Are they
it,
as good as
it,
Ghost?
make it easy for yourself and just watch Decade first, because it's kind of the first 9 before the 9 Heiseis before him.
I don't know how I feel about that, because like Gokaiger, I would absolutely say that for Sentai. You watch Gokaiger and it clearly wraps up the previous 34 Sentai. Decade was kind of written badly and like not really that great, and didn't do a great job at pulling things together like the Gokaigers did.
Yeah.
I feel like Toei took a shot with Decade and it didn't work, and they redid it with Gokaiger, and they knew what to look for
And did not do.
and did not do, and they saw like, here's the things that people hated, here's the things that people liked, let's bring in more of the things that they liked, let's take out the things that they hated, and then everything was fine. So like Gokaiger is great, I think, because Decade was awful.
I am hurt by your words, but also your words are true.
Also, there's 34 previous Sentai, but there's only 9 Heisei riders. So like,
He did go to the world of RX.
you can
Black
sort of,
and Black RX.
yeah, you can sort of take that chance though of like, just
I think it's a good starting point, because at the very least you'll know their names.
yeah,
At the very least you'll know who's who.
Decade and then Double and O's and
Forze Wizard,
Forze
Gaim,
Wizard.
Drive.
Move on with that.
Right.
You've seen one episode of Gaim,
Yeah, I have. It was good.
The first real what?
the very first episode. Yeah, I
It
made
was
him
decent.
just to get him into Kamen Rider.
Yeah.
I showed him the first episode of Gaim.
All the fruit powers.
Fruit people.
Yeah.
Fruit's
Um,
good for you. Eat fruit.
So, who has stuff to talk about?
One thing I want to say is, even though this is Takeru's actor's name is Shun, even this is his first actual like acting like in a TV show thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's not his first gig because he's done commercials.
Yeah.
But you can tell he's got some experience, because he can pull off Takeru really well. You know, compared to like Takaharu's actor, who this is his first thing, period, whatsoever. You are seething with rage. Calm down, my child. But yeah, you can obviously tell the difference between just throwing someone straight into a show that's has next to no experience versus someone who, at the very least, has done commercials. They can at least say some lines and do some acting. And Takaru, honestly, he's doing very well. Like, his acting skills are pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
I hope in the next Super Sentai series we get Gokaiger level actors because I looked at all of them up, and since they could basically read, they've all been acting.
Mm-hmm.
Which means like they've been acting since they're like 5 or something.
Speaking of Gokaiger, and the next season of Sentai, we do have a copyrighted name. We have Dobutsu Sentai Juoger. So that'll be
J-U-U?
it's J-U apostrophe colon space
Complicated.
yeah, pretty much.
Ibuprofen's kicking in.
That's good.
I can't remember.
Oh.
Okay, so the romaji of it is J-Y-U-U O-U-G-E-R, Dobutsu Sentai Juoger. And we'll see later on how to pronounce that for real. I reject this name because there is only one Dobutsu Sentai, and that is Dobutsu Sentai Go Busters.
Really?
Yes, Tokume Sentai Go Busters versus Dobutsu Sentai Go Busters. It is the only real Dobutsu Sentai, and I put a hex on this name. We don't know much about it yet.
Question for the newbie. What's Dobutsu?
Dobutsu is animal, I believe, if you translate it.
Excuse me. I'm sorry.
You're fine.
Google Translate, dude.
I got you. I'm sure this sounds so great. So while I'm looking this up, Dobutsu Sentai Juoger, we don't know much about it yet, but we do know that it will be a tentative sequel to Gao Ranger.
Oh, really?
Yes.
I love that.
So we will see, hopefully, the Gao Rangers. Dobutsu.
English. You gotta change the language to Japanese.
Oh.
No, it was on auto detect.
It was on auto detect and it detected English.
That's stupid.
It's not doing it.
Maybe you spelled it wrong.
I didn't spell it wrong.
Okay. If you say so, Kyle, I believe in you.
I believe in the you that believes in me.
So it will be just sort of tentatively
Animal.
okay, yeah. So it's the Animal Sentai Juoger. Shut up.
Sorry.
It will be maybe a sequel to Gao Ranger, which will be, if it is a direct sequel, it will be the first time that we have ever had a sequel since Go Ranger, with the exception of Denji-Man to Sun Vulcan. Sun Vulcan was supposed to be a direct sequel to Denji-Man. It never really happened. They sort of moved away from it. But they're in the show there were still sort of
Denji-Man.
ties to it.
Mm-hmm.
It never happened officially. So, you know.
So, what do you think they mean by a sequel? Do you think they're going to use the same mechs, maybe? Or the same kind of system to transform, or what?
Maybe it'll be kind
Or
of
maybe the same power source, because they got their power from the Earth, and that big emblem that's kind of all 5 of their animals clusterfuck together.
I don't know. I think it's too early to make any predictions.
It's never too early to make predictions.
It is never too early to make predictions. I want to see. I don't know what I want to see. Honestly, I don't know that having a direct sequel would be good, because I feel like it's a little limiting. I don't know. It's just, to me, it feels like by doing a direct sequel, we're not going to get the same sort of creativity that we usually would out of these series. So it'll be interesting to watch and see how this progresses, see what they do here. But I have high hopes. It is an anniversary season, which means that they're going to put their all into it. They're really going to look into it, because ever since Bokanger, the anniversary series have, Volcanger was the first like real big anniversary series that they did, the 30th, and then they did Gokaiger, and that was
crazy, and I loved
amazing. So I have high hopes. I do. They seem to really take their anniversary seriously. So we'll see how it goes.
I still think Decade was decent. I'm just gonna say. This may be biased because the very first Kamen Rider I ever physically saw on the internet was Decade.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Octopimp. If someone could add him out that so we could read this.
Octopimp?
Yeah.
Who is Octopimp?
He's the guy who did all the Homestuck videos on YouTube.
Oh.
Yes.
He is a Kamen Rider nerd, and the first time I ever saw any Kamen Rider ever and knew its name was because he posted a picture of a Decade SH figure, and he's like, "Look, I got a new Decade," and I'm just like, "That looks cool. I like that." And then like 2 months later, I meet your nerdy ass. Almost like I with you in the bathroom. That was funny. Then you get me.
You did not do that because I would not have been into that. That would have been assault.
Consent
So wait,
violation.
have I known you the longest here?
Yeah,
I win.
you win, Jody.
You
You know what you win? Here.
I play with the clicky thingy.
the fake makeout was funny though. And then like 2 months, and then a month later, you got me into Double. So
Yeah.
thanks for that, you jerk.
Which I
You
will
love
start.
it.
I know, I do, and
Um,
I love you for it.
so this is,
You got me into Ghost, which
yeah.
everyone knows my opinion on Ghost. I love it.
And I got Jody into Power Rangers Ninja Storm. I am just here to infect. I'm here to infect everyone with the love of Tokusatsu.
My tooth temporarily feels better because I've loaded myself with ibuprofen.
Fun.
Fun stuff.
Yay.
Let's talk about toys for a second, guys. Toys. I have a lot of them.
Like an otaku.
Yeah, pretty much.
I am actually very happy because next week I've got a 35-hour work week over the course of just 3 days.
Oh.
Wow. Have fun. I'm gonna have fun with that, aren't I? If I die, please bury me with any toys I may have.
I'll buy the Beast Driver and bury you with it.
I was gonna say because I'm hoping that.
Then dig your ass up so I can take that because it looks amazing.
No, my ghost will haunt you till the day you die, and then I'll beat up your ghost. But yeah.
And then I'll just get a Ghost Driver and become Ghost. What do you think is gonna happen here? Really, what is your plan?
I'll become Spectre.
Anyways, fine.
Does that make me the other guy?
No
Yes.
problem.
Sweet. I get the cool name.
But yeah, I'm hoping that I will be able to start a decent collection soon and get the Beast Driver. It's only like $30 on Amazon.
Mm-hmm.
And only careful, Amadeus.
He's got a wrapper in his mouth.
He has become a rapper.
He has become Eminem.
Why?
Don't offend him like that.
Hey!
Why can't he be Tech 9?
Eminem is bae.
Tech 9?
Oh, sweetie.
Oh.
We're gonna have an issue.
Tech 9. Tech 9 is.
Or we're gonna have an issue.
So anyways, you were saying.
Oh, there's Newton.
Yeah, we're just looking at pictures now.
Have we
of
seen any
ghost
of
forms.
Necrom?
Nope.
Well, they have shown snippets of him as Houdini, Tutankhamun, and what was the last dude?
I don't remember. Goemon?
Yeah, no.
Yeah, no.
No. I don't remember him.
Manamna.
Do. Billy the Kid.
Weird. I can't think of it. I know it.
Anyways, you were saying getting together a collection.
Yes, I'm hoping to start it by getting the Beast Driver.
Something interesting I learned the other day watching some reviews. The Ghost Driver and the Gun Saber actually use the same technology as the
Den Pass.
Den Driver, Den Belt, the Den Pass, the Wizard Driver, and the Wizard Rings. But it's sort of backwards. The Gun Saber is not the sender, it's the receiver. The driver itself gives off the signal, and the Gun Saber receives it
And that's
to
how I know
start.
to do
So
the
you can
Omega.
take a wizard ring and put it on the thing, on the Gungan Saber, and it'll start doing the Omega Drive.
Nice.
That's kind of cool.
How you doing, Kitty?
It's not IR like I thought it was.
Like with the...
Because it doesn't. The eyes don't actually look at each other. That doesn't really matter. Like in the show, it makes eye contact.
It does in my heart.
But
Stop, Kitty.
you know, the drive driver did that. The drive driver, the shift brace worked with the actual driver, and it was IR.
It was one thing and it had to be together.
Yeah.
So as in with this, you don't need the sword if you don't want it.
Yeah.
But you want it. I want it. We all want it.
We all want it.
I want the Condor phone.
I want everything.
I want the
That's one thing too that I
the
want.
gun and the mobile Cobra.
Yeah, that's one thing that I've wondered is with the Gungan Saber, the toy. If you connect the ghost gadgets to it, it'll do different sounds. Is it a button inside of where you connect it? Because I know that it connects in different places. All of the ghost gadgets connect in different places. So is it a button in those specific parts of the? Is it a button or is it like? Is it?
We'll have to buy them all and find out.
Yeah.
I do kind of hope Spectre gets more than just the mobile Cobra. I mean, I love the mobile Cobra. It really is really cool. But I hope he gets more than just one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the mobile Cobra would be to just have that would be a little disappointing.
Since he's gonna get the back clock as well, the spider, the lantern.
Ghost is.
Yeah, Ghost. That's what I meant.
Mm-hmm. But each of these sort of connect to a different place. Each of the different
That's cool.
ghost gadgets connect to a different place, so it just makes me
I mean,
wonder.
not really. The back clock and the Condor phone at the very end of it, like if it were in gun mode. And same thing with the Kumo lantern, but it has the
that's
back half of it.
Yeah, that's on the other end. That's sitting on the back end.
Hammer
That's
mode.
that's
I
connected
see.
there, not there.
I see. Okay.
And this is connected. This is connected on the very front, and this is connected on the side.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm excited.
That rifle mode looks so cool. Anyways, I'm just curious. Are the toys giving off anything too, so that it knows which toys are connected, or is it just a button somewhere?
Is it attached to it? And
I need to
tells
get
it to change the
I
signal?
need to get the Gungan Saber so I can find out. But anyways, yeah, that's some things that I've seen. Next episode of Ninninger, we will see Hao Gekiatsu Daio.
Minnesota.
Jinx is gonna be huge.
It is going to be huge and nuts. And I love it so much. So crazy. I did notice something as I was watching reviews because I watch a lot of reviews for all these toys. I watched the same toy, a review for the same toy over and over again from different people. But the Gekiatsu Daio, it shouts as it's combining. Gekiatsu Daio! And I've noticed...
You're scaring me.
I know. I noticed that in the very beginning, they combined Shurikenjin just like Shurikenjin, like very big, but not like loud. It's just a big voice. And then
kind of keeps going.
all of their mecha when they combine with new mecha, it's just a little bit louder. It's just a little bit more forceful. And when they do King Shurikenjin, it's a little bit more forceful. And as the series has progressed, the combinations and the different mecha,
The volume increases.
the volume on the finale of the combination showing off has gotten louder and louder until we get to Hao Gekiatsu Daio, and the guy who's doing the voice is just Hao Gekiatsu Daio,
I can't take you
and it's
seriously when you do
nuts.
Are you telling me it's going to be some eardrum shattering monstrosity?
Yes,
Great.
Hao Gekiatsu Daio is the loudest out of anything.
Anything?
Anything.
Even a brown noise?
I love it. Yes.
Even
No, not loud. Not low. Loud.
Ha.
Two different things.
Big Bang? Big Bang was quiet compared to this.
Not quite.
The Big Bang was on mute compared to this.
Ha! Okay. Anybody else have anything else?
Well, jumping ship for just a second. Fucking...
We tend to do that near the end of the episode.
We did that. Except for the cat's attacking me, so let me...
Kitty.
Steven Universe. The
Steven
episode.
Universe.
Not as, direct awesome as last time with the writer kick. But the episode that I've seen this week was pretty good. It was pretty nice. I liked it.
Which episode?
The newest one that just came out like 3 days ago.
Which one?
The Road.
Yeah, The Road. With the drill bit attacking Amethyst.
Yep.
That was last week.
Yep. It's... Oh no, it's called Too Far.
Wait. Yeah, it is too far. It was good. Kyle, quick opinions. What did you think of it?
I liked it.
Racist Peridot.
Peridot is racist. That's pretty much the whole thing.
And then Peridot gets the feels.
And then, yeah.
She caught it.
I mean, genetically speaking.
Genetically speaking.
I'm not gonna lie, I was like, they gotta have some word for like how gems work.
It's better not turn into a Steven Universe podcast because I swear to God.
It would
It
be
may
a
have
super
been-
tiny podcast. It's only a 10-minute show.
I mean, it probably would at the very end, like every time a new episode comes out.
Yeah.
It's not gonna be for a while because there's no more until 2016.
Yeah.
Wait, was this the last one for... Oh, I am sad now.
Yeah.
Welcome to my life.
So I guess that's all we got. To reiterate, there was a question that I asked in the very one of the first episodes, and I'm gonna try and ask a question and just let it go for like a month, so for like 4 episodes, just so everyone can write in and give us your opinion. So just to reiterate it, Power Rangers, they always change the name of the show. We've got Kyoryuger is now Dino Charge, and Gokaiger was Super Mega Force. So Tokyuger and Ninninger, what does everyone think Tokyuger and Ninninger would be as Power Rangers? Please let us know. Wherever you may be listening to us, comment on our website, on iTunes, like and subscribe there. Like and subscribe on YouTube as well. Comment there. Do what you can wherever you want to do this at. We have very many places to go. Follow us on Tumblr, Twitter, Facebook, everything. It's all Toku News Network.
Also,
yeah.
literally, every time I go to reblog something for the blog, you've already done it for me.
Yep.
And I'm just like...
I am so on top of Tumblr, it's not even funny.
I'm like, how fast is this motherfucker, really?
Yeah. Facebook probably will not get updated very often because I'm terrible at that. But Tumblr, I am on top of it 24/7.
Good to know.
Very good.
Email us, tokunewsnetwork@gmail.com if you wish. We want to hear from people like us who like the same things. We like to hear from people. We like to talk to people. It's super fun.
You people are awesome.
We have
Yes.
Twitter. You can @ me.
Twitter is @Toku News Network. Everything's Toku News Network. TokuNewsNetwork.tumblr.com. TokuNewsNetwork.libsyn.com. @Toku News Network on Twitter. Everything. Just everything is Toku News Network and not Tokusatsu News Network. Those are different guys. I love those guys. We all love those guys. What they do is great. We are not trying to, steal from them or emulate them in any way. Just, happen to have the similar interests and similar styles of naming schemes. But anyways, guys, thanks for listening. Talk to us. We'll see you later. Bye.
See ya.
Bye.